Hey everyone, Brian from Bearable Traders. Wednesday, December 30th, and we've got one trading day left in 2020, and we'll see how that goes tomorrow. This is normally midweek review. Got a couple trading days left, but tonight it's just looking back at how the week's gone so far and one day left. So was kind of an interesting day, and I'd like to get into that a little bit. There was one or two particular things that kind of stood out for me, and maybe a theme going forward into 2021. So let's dive down here. So I was just looking at some of the market internals. You can see here, pretty strong for the bulls, and we are in the sort of Santa Claus rally period, meaning this period between Christmas and New Year's and a couple days into the year. We often get a bit of a rise in the markets. On average, it's over 1%, but we'll see how that finishes out. But again, you can see here internals are still pretty good for the market overall. Let's dive down into the actual indexes. Transports, like to always start out looking at those because, as you know, as the Dow goes, usually the transports go as well. So we had a bit of an inside day here. Again, volume light. It's been light all week, and that's not atypical for this time of year. Things are breaking down a little bit here, though, by the looks of things. Stochastics certainly look weak. We've lost the 20 moving average, and we're just basically consolidating here. So it'll be interesting to see if we can hold this 12,400 level, or if we start to break down as we get into the new year. The 10-year looks like it was trying to break out. Again, we've had another sort of breakout failure, if you want to call it that. Tried once, tried twice, tried third time, and now we're sort of dropping below this 20 moving average. And usually once this doesn't hold, we often will come down to the 50. But we'll take a look at the TLT in a minute. Again, that's again, kind of an indication of where bond prices are going versus the yields. Yields dropping, bond prices rise. So you can see here stochastics are weak, RSI is weak, and MACD kind of rolling over. So maybe we're not going to get up over that 1% level in the near term. Again, the Dow, we eked out a bit of a gain today, 0.24%. Inside day, again, relatively light volume this week, and nothing to speak of note on the indicators. IWM, we had a bit of an inside day here. Sell-off last Monday and Tuesday after making all-time high. Bit of a bounce here today. This was really getting a little bit overbought, so not surprising we'd had a bit of a pullback here. Volume's been not bad for this week, actually. Stochastics are getting back into, and RSI's back into not oversold territory, so maybe we are going to hold here and churn sideways or try to head higher. The Qs, a couple of hollow fill candlesticks here, really almost went out flat on the day. And I think technology, we looked at the sector, it was actually down on the day. One of those indexes that was down. S&P, again, inside day, a hollow fill candle. Again, volume declining. Not a lot of traction one way or another. This was one thing that I really noted and wanted to mention here. You can see how the dollar has been in a pretty severe downtrend. Looked like we were going to try to, we bounced here. Looked like we were going to try to hold and maybe bounce higher. But instead, Tuesday and today, we really broke down. Let's take a look at how that looks on a weekly basis. Again, you can see here back 2018, we're really coming down to test these lows. And I don't know if we're going to hold them or not. I suspect we, at very least, will bounce from them. But the dollar's looking very weak. And, of course, that has an implication for materials, emerging markets, which we'll see in a minute. And the VIX had a bit of an inside day. No real movement, still holding in this range. Maybe stochastics clearing up a bit here, but I'm not expecting a big move one way or another on the VIX. The TLT, again, bond prices as opposed to yields. You can see here we're trying to break out. It's early, but maybe we are going to have a bit of a breakout here, which means yields will drop. Not great for the financials if that starts to happen. Let's take a look at some stuff got on watch here. CBAT had a nice little pop on this one. Now it's pulled back, so I'm going to watch that one tomorrow to see what it does, to see if it holds this 50 moving average. This one still looks strong, had a nice pullback, filled this gap, and now it looks like we're going to break out again. It's pretty oversold, or overbought I should say, but CleanSpark still looking strong. Dropbox really dropping the box here. This is supposed to be was rumored as a buyout, and now we've really lost the support here, and we've filled the gap, and maybe we'll get a bit of a bounce here since we're down at the 20 moving average and we have filled this gap. So I'll be watching for a bounce tomorrow. Fubu, I'd look for that to come back to around 30 for a bounce. GDX, this was something else that I noted today and I wanted to mention. GDX had a great day today. Gold had a good day today. Weak dollar, strong material prices today. Gold looks like ready to break out here. I'm long some gold still. Nano D is looking nice. We've been watching that in the day trading room as well, looking like it's ready to break out. Silver is another one. Silver did actually break out today. Here was a point of resistance, sort of up here, resistance. And every time we tried to break out, we pulled back here through this level. And today we did actually break out into a new high, 24.76. And silver is going higher. Silver, obviously a big component in solar panels too. So, not only is it a poor man's gold, it is a commodity that's probably going to be in demand if, still get a lot of support for solar and wind energy. Trill have a little bit of this. Really like this rounding bottom here, inverse head and shoulders. Broke out, had a nice move today. I'm still holding some. And Tattooed Chief kind of dropped off my radar, but I should look at that again. So quick looks at candles at a glance here. See what sectors were hot, what was not. You can see here consumer discretionary today broke out. Communications, technology are the weak side today. Industrials, inside day. Materials had a strong day today. Again, probably the product of a weak dollar. Energy is trying to break out a little bit here, or at least hold this 37.50 level. Staples, weekday. Healthcare, not great. Looks like utilities are trying to find a bit of a bottom here. Financials, nothing moved today. Again, bit of a concern if yields start to drop. And so that's about it, everybody. I hope you all had a good day. And I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. 2020 had its ups and downs for sure. If you were a bull in the market, it wasn't all bad. But there were certainly a lot of things we had to adapt to in 2020. And it's not going to change on New Year's Day, unfortunately. But their light is at the end of the tunnel, and we're all hoping for a better 2021. In the meantime, try to keep it green, everybody. This is my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade. And, of course, we'll be in the Bearable Trading Room live on YouTube in the morning at 8:30, and then trading the market at the open 9:30. Hope to see you all there. And, again, if you're not going to be there, have a Happy New Year. Bye for now.